It's time. Hope we're awake. You're not. You're asleep. Because that's what I'm doing for 24 hours. You know, I just be doing this all day, every day. It's time for another 24-hour readathon. It is 8:37. Also, this kind of gives a little bit more spooky vibes, I feel like. And we're only gonna be reading horror and or thriller books for 24 hours. I am not the biggest horror fan because I just don't like to be scared. I have a lot of books that I would really like to get to that are kind of spooky vibes. I think I'm gonna start off with We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kluwer. I just got this today in my library and I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's start this challenge off with a bang. I've heard nothing but great things. And also this will be on my Kindle so I can like lay down. I'm also already tired. I've had a long day today. Let's get it started. I am 25% of the way through We Used to Live Here. We are following this main character named Eve. She has recently moved into this house that her and her girlfriend are renovating. Or one night she receives a knock on the door and this family shows up. The father of the family is like, hey, I used to live here. Like, could we go and tour around the house? Like, I just want to show my kids where I grew up at. She's kind of a little hesitant to allow him because they're strangers and she didn't feel comfortable because she's by herself. She reluctantly is like, yeah, sure, like come on in and go look around. Their little daughter decides that she wants to play hide and seek and she goes and hides. The family has to stay over and like wait for her, and then there's a storm that has happened. Eve has noticed already a little bit of some weird things happening with the family, especially with the father. But she also kind of has a very anxious and intrusive thought process. We don't know if these are like legitimate worries or if it's just like an anxious thought that just kind of comes to her head and she's being a little bit more paranoid about everything. She kind of believes in like ghost stories. Nothing has really happened yet. Like I said, there's been like weird things that have happened, especially with the father. Like the father has been a little weird, but I'm having a good time. It's been pretty fast. I'm tired. To be fair, I did live a whole day today. Was this smart? Reading books. I'm gonna have sleep paralysis. We'll see if I stay up. Goosey is gonna stay down here and I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna keep reading. I did pause the timer. I am at 21 hours and 32 minutes left. Almost 50% of the way through We Used to Live Here. It's a very short book. We have, like I said, we have 21 hours to go. We are gonna go on a walk. I get a little bit of exercise in. He gets a little bit of exercise in, right? He's just staring at me. And I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I'm going to be listening to Recursion by Blake Crouch. I've been really wanting to get to this one. We're gonna go on a walk because he has to go potty. To the other book I'm reading, with the sense of like the Mandela effect. It mentioned the exact same things from that book and in this book. It's like the Berenstain Bear things and the Mandela guy. So far from what I've gotten from that one is in this world there's a thing called FMS, which is false memory syndrome. People can have like two memories. One's like a fake one and one's like the real one, I guess. They can like imagine false scenarios that have never happened before, and it's like contagious or something. It's like a disease almost. I'm not very far. I'm like 4 chapters in, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep reading We Used to Live Here. I've been here reading because that's what I'm doing for 24 hours. This looks so cute. Can you see him? I am 65% of the way through We Used to Live Here. I know what's going to happen, but like also don't know. Who knows? I'm liking this. I'm just not loving it. It's just like okay to me. Hopefully I can finish this in the next hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused in this book. I'm shook and I'm lost. I don't know what's gonna happen. I got 10 pages left and I don't know what the f is happening. What the actual f? I have Mister with me. We're gonna do a book review together. So I just finished We Used to Live Here. Thoroughly, what the f was that? The most cluster plot I have ever read. What the hell was that? The ending is just kind of, I don't know, not melodramatic, but what am I thinking of? Just kind of meh, I guess. We find out this huge kind of twist, but we don't really know anything like why it's happening, what's going on, what happened. We know what the evil is, but we are not explained like anything, like why it happened. We don't really get an explanation that way, and I think that's really annoying. Obviously, I think maybe it's not like a mystery where we like solve everything, and I totally get that. What is this horror that we're leading up to? Is there a solution? There wasn't. It was just so random. It was more like when you read the book and when the ending happens, it's like more frustrating than anything because it's not wrapped up like at all. And maybe that's the point. I don't know. But there's so many questions I have about this, and I don't know if there's gonna be another book or not. I'm gonna guess no. Also, our main character Eve, from the get, she's very paranoid. That paranoia and anxiety that she has makes her character kind of untrustworthy, so I like that. I feel like a lot of the things that happen with that, like is this happening, is this not happening? I think she as a character was really smart and well thought out. The story as a whole, at this current moment, I would give it like 3 stars. I'm like low-key kind of pissed off about the ending, but there's so many unanswered questions I have that I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get an answer to. I don't know, I just felt like this one is okay. I think I'm gonna do some laundry and kind of like run around, so I think I'm gonna keep listening to Recursion by Blake Crouch. After I do that, we're gonna pick the next book we're gonna read. I'm actually enjoying it a lot. It's really interesting. We're following kind of 2 people in 2 different timelines, kind of. Helena's like this neuroscientist who's kind of creating this chair that can kind of help with memory loss. Barry is a police officer who hasn't gotten in contact with FMS. I'm really enjoying it. I just got to book 2, but I'm gonna take a little pause because I actually want to like read something. Currently, I have 16 hours and 40 minutes left. I think I'm gonna start Misery by Stephen King. I think it's about this author who gets kidnapped by their #1 fan. And I think like she forces him to like write more books from her favorite book series that he does. I'm really excited to get into this. I've been wanting to get to this one for a hot minute. If we're doing like a 24 hours of horror and thrillers, Stephen King has to be in here. He's literally the king of horror. Holy cow, look at how many books he's written. I don't know why I got just like so scared. I got so scared to start this. I don't know. Hello! It looks like I've been sleeping. I haven't, okay? I've actually been reading. I am on page 109. I'm actually getting to the part where Paul has to actually write Annie the book. We're at 14 hours and 13 minutes left. What hour is that? 10? Am I on hour 10? So far so good. I'm actually really liking it. I was a little apprehensive about this book only because I've read one other Stephen King book before, and that was Billy Summers. Now Billy Summers isn't necessarily a horror book. It's considered crime fiction. I liked the ending, but the beginning of that book was really slow to get into. So I was a little worried that this was going to be kind of similar, if that was like all of his books were like that. But I feel like it's a little slow going, but I feel like honestly, we kind of just hop right into the story. We kind of get thrown into this world where Paul wakes up to this random lady giving him CPR or mouth to mouth. He's like, where the fuck am I? He has been kidnapped by his #1 fan. Already, Annie is bad crazy. You almost feel bad for Annie. A lot of people don't like her, and she's definitely, you can tell she's the outcast of this town. She has done something to kind of like outcast her. She's like weirdo and she's crazy and like all of these things. Poor me, poor Annie. She's crazy, she's stupid, she's slow. It seems like very self-aware, and she has a lot of self-hatred. Like you feel kind of bad for her. You're like, oh my god, girl, like it can't be that bad. But then like you realize she's doing all these things to Paul, and you're like, oh no, she is bad crazy. She is insane. So maybe she's just very self-aware. And she's also crazy in a way where she uses like really weird phrases and weird words, like her kind of just being like an odd character in general. She'll call him a dirty birdie, or she says cockadoodie. She had to go get him like paper for him to write this novel, and she's like, here's your cockadoodie paper. But also like keeping him alive because she loves him. She loves him in a way where it's like motherly almost, like she wants to take care of him. It seemed like she was maybe a past nurse, like she used to be a nurse, and so she has that like caregiving side to her, but she's absolutely insane still. What I think she does is like gets mad at him, and she throws a soup dish in the corner, and she's like, look what you made me do, you made me do this. Weird stuff like that where you're like, she gets really mad, and then like she turns into like almost a completely different character. She has another little monologue at the beginning where she's like, I'm not stupid, I'm not slow, everyone thinks I am, but I'm not, so don't try to pull one over on me because I know you'll do it. It was kind of like scary in that sense of just being like, she's self-aware that she does all these things, but she does it anyways because she is really just psychotic. Also, I think this is so cool. I love the little detail because Annie buys him a typewriter so he can write the story, but she says, hey, the end is not there, so it doesn't work. And in the little part of like him writing the story, you can see that the ends have been like written in almost. The rest is on the typewriter, but the ends, it looks like someone has like wrote the ends, and I think that is such a cool detail. I feel like it also adds like you're more into the story when you know this little detail that happens, and then you notice it, you're like you feel like you're in it. I don't know, I think it's so cool. check-in. I am 50% of the way through Misery, and we are almost finishing hour 12. God, this has been taking me forever to finish. We are also getting to see some of the plot of the Misery book that he is writing, which is really cool. He's like almost getting inspiration by like staying there. He like talks about in a scene how he has like the same routine every day, and it's almost like nice because it's like a creative inspiration for him right now, like creating this book. A lot more fun than he thought, even though he never wanted to do it because he hated the Misery books. He's in a basically hostage situation. He kind of is finding enjoyment out of making these books now. It's kind of giving Stockholm-y-ish, but you know what? That's just probably the tea. I finally finished Misery by Stephen King. I'm almost finished with the 10th hour, or hour, and we're about to go into hour 10, I think. Or, I don't know. I'm past hour 10. No, that's not it. I have 10 hours left, is what I'm trying to say. So far from what I've noticed in Stephen King books, there are parts that are really crazy. They draw me in. And then there are moments where it is so unbelievably mundane and boring. And this type of story too, there's really only two characters and they're kind of stuck in this house, in this room together the entire book. How you make that interesting is already like, it's cool that he can grab my attention in that already, but does it keep it all of the time? No, definitely does not. There are moments in the story I'm like, can we just like kind of wrap it up? When the crazy moments did happen, I was like, oh, that is wild. Annie has some just outrageous outbursts. There was one moment I was literally like, I'm gonna maybe have to put this down. But this was good. I did like it. I think though I'm still gonna give this 4 stars. I really liked it. Setup and all that build up and all that tension kind of builds up. And then when the crazy moment happens, you're like, oh, maybe that's why they did that. This book is complete. Yay! On to another. Frida McFadden's new book, The Intruder. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do that one because I want to lay down. And I need something kind of more mindless. Reading for 24 hours straight is such a more daunting task than you realize. You can't stop. Unless I'm vlogging, I am reading. It's one or the other. That's probably why I talk to the camera for like 30 minutes so I can at least like pretend I'm being productive. And I could cheat and listen to my audiobook, do some other things, but I'm not going to. Yet. Cute. Update about recursion. I have been listening to it literally the entire day today. I am currently 78% of the way through. I'm almost done and it is so good. I really like it. Concept of this book in general is so good. It's so crazy. There's so much happening all the time. But I can't tell you really anything because I don't want to spoil anything, because I think you should read it or listen to the audiobook's really good too. But time check, I have 6 hours and 7 minutes left before I go. I have started The Intruder by Frida McFadden. I got to page 66 before I was like, I need to go to bed. We're following 2 characters, Casey and Ella. She used to be a teacher, I guess. She is no longer teaching and she decides that she wants to live off the grid. Ella is a middle schooler, kind of has like a home life, and there's this big storm coming into where they're at. That's all I've gotten so far. I'm just gonna keep listening to Recursion because I'm really liking it. Wow, I feel like we've read a lot. This will be, I guess, the third book I read, but it'll be the fourth book finished if I finish The Intruder. I'm gonna keep listening. I'll see you soon. We're back. Did you guys miss us? I finished Recursion. Yay! Concept behind it all is so good. It was like teeing up everything and like marking everything off. I think you should just go read it. It is so fun. I think I'm gonna give it like 4.5 stars maybe. If I would have read it, maybe it would have been 5. In my heart right now, I feel 4.5. Okay, I guess I'm gonna continue reading The Intruder by Freida McFadden. I have 4 hours and 47 minutes left. I think I may be able to finish it. I don't know. There we go. 2 hours, 23 minutes left. I'm so ready to be done. Anyways, I'm 50% through The Intruder. I think I know what's gonna happen. It's okay. I'm not hating it. I'm not loving it. I think also kind of just want to like get the reveal and be like, okay, cool, move on. I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, I just don't want to read. I also started the audiobook while I was putting clothes away of Wild Dark Shore. I don't think I'll even probably get to the rest of this, but from the audiobook of what I was listening, I liked it. Less than 2.5 hours and I will be done. Thank God. Kind of reading the same thing over and over, especially in like this past timeline. Like nothing's really happening. We know she lives in an abusive household. We know she lives in a really unclean household. In every time of her chapter when she's talking about it, okay, I get it. What does this add besides like we're just filling up the page at this point? Oh, I don't know why, but all of her main characters are so dumb. What Casey's going through right now could have been so easily prevented. Sorry, me again. Hey, I get that she is like a teenager and she's like, I need to leave now. I'm gonna go now. And our main character is like, no, please wait. It's not safe for you. I would have been like, go, bitch. Get the hell out. You're a psycho. I'd be like, this bitch tied me up. I don't give an actual anymore. You can leave. Bye-bye. Good riddance. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. I don't know why she cares. I get it. She's like a kid. Pfft, whatever. Oh my god. This pisses me off so bad. Wait, I kind of suspected that, but like I wasn't like super sure. Oh wow, I was kind of right. That's crazy. I love when I'm right. We have less than an hour left. I have 57 minutes left and then we are finito. I just finished The Intruder. It got a little bit better. It got a little bit more fun. It got a little bit more crazy wazy. I think as I read so many Freida McFadden books, I start to kind of think like her a little bit. There was like some mini twists at the end that were really good that I was like, oh, all right. Did not see that coming, period. I think I would give this one 3.5 maybe. I guess we are going to continue reading Wild Dark Shore until my time is up. I think I'm just gonna listen to the audiobook. I don't know, I don't want to read another book. I don't want to read another book. I want to be done. I want to be done. This is what madness looks like. In 54 minutes, I will be free. done. The 24 hours has been called, so let's go and see how much I read in this 24-hour readathon. All right, it's time to wrap up how many pages I read in this 24-hour readathon. For the first book, I read 309 pages. The next book, I read 351 pages. Then I listened to 100% of an audiobook, and then I read 293 pages, and then ended off with 26% of an audiobook. In total, I read 953 pages and 126% of an audiobook. Honestly, I feel like this has been my best readathon for a good minute now. I almost read 1,000 pages, and you know what? I'll take it. I finished my 24 hours when I was in the car, headed to get my toes done, and I'm not going to show you because you guys are some freaks. My toes are ugly, I'm going to be completely honest, so I don't know if you'd want to see them anyways. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!